So today we shall continue the discussion on differential equations and using the three components. So I think that now we have zeroed down resistor, capacitor and inductor, these three components, and voltage across these components and current through these components, and what is the interrelationship and how things proceed. We are concerned about that. Resistor is one type of component having a relationship between V and I, capacitor is having some different, and inductor is having complementary to capacitor. So the complete understanding of working of the circuits which involve R, L and C is crux of this subject, and as stated already, we may not be able to finish in the stipulated time, so we spend some more time on that because that fundamentally is important. Everybody of you, maybe even after a few years, should be able to tell everything so clearly that I want such kind of embossing on your intellectual plane. So you should carry a feeling that you are evolving all these things. As regards to syllabus, I think everything is there on net, so there is no need to state something which is already there. I am not claiming that I am putting forward some theory like Einstein which was not there. It's not at all. But the fundamental part of teaching learning process is understanding, and I am sure that the contents which are available otherwise are not so easy to understand, or they presume a lot of things which may not be the reality with the learner, and therefore there is a gap in understanding. So the relevance of the teacher in today's age is to remove that gap in understanding. So my lecture should be viewed from that aspect, that I am partnering you even though it is not in one-to-one mode, but the contents are explained in such a manner that when you watch them on YouTube, you also get involved in the discussion and there is a feel that we are evolving it together. So with this, we will take so many examples which would be very much useful for you, not only now, but in overall your engineering career and beyond. This is very fundamental. This is very fundamental, and irrespective of what we can say technological changes, these fundamentals are eternal. That is the differential equation. Is the what is so significant of differential equation? It governs the way in which the different physical parameters change depending upon when these are subjected to different components, say resistor, inductor, capacitor. In mechanical engineering, the spring, like that, elements are there. In fact, I think maybe in the first year, I don't know, you might have watched that lecture on water tank. This time I have decided, actually there are three things. If things are simplified at the beginning, then students may not find that things are significant. So I am explaining it in RLC voltage current. There is a water level analogy. There is already pre-recorded lecture that I will upload sometime later, and it might be the situation that if that is told earlier, then you will say, oh, it's so simple, and you may not take any efforts to understand that. Whereas sometimes, based on voltage, current, R, L and C, the things are to be told, and then an equivalent day-to-day example is to be given, so that means There are two ways. Things should be explained right from beginning in simple way. Otherwise, the other technique is things should be explained in normal way, not too simple. You understand them to a good extent but not to the fullest extent. And that time an example is to be given. Means I use change of medium, मराठी. तर चित्र काढत काढत जायचं, अगदी सोपं तसं नाही. तर एक तुम्हाला डायरेक्टली RLC वापरून तुमच्या मनपटलावर त्याच्या वर्किंगचे संकल्पचित्र तयार करायचं की जे बऱ्यापैकी आहे पण पूर्ण नाही, आणि ते पूर्ण होण्याकरता मग वॉटर लेवल मॉडेल सांगायचं. So that this time I have decided to adopt that approach. What I argue is, you watch all my lectures continuously, what I say, I think that is more than enough. And other material you are free to check from anywhere. I am not banning anything, but I am stressing that I am trying to cover almost all things, and where there is shortage of time, I will tell you to refer some alternative literature. So we go with that approach. Now this is some other arrangement of the components L and R. So what was the differential equation? V into VOT, again here some order I have changed, but the differential equation will be changed now. So this is VRT. So one thing is very clear, V in T is equal to VRT plus VOT. V in T is VRT plus VOT. Now, for inductor, the relationship is V is equal to L di by dt. For inductor, the relationship is V is equal to L di by dt. So, this is the differential. This is the equation as per Kirchhoff's mesh law. And second is I is same as it is series circuit, IT. So I think now, see how we proceed with. When every time I say high school level scholarship problem, when I say that high school level scholarship problem means what? High school level scholarship problem indicates that for when we deal with students of Walchand College, obviously almost all of you must have qualified in high school level scholarship. So high school level scholarship problem means when everything is neatly described, it should be solvable by you. Is it clear? When I say that high school level scholarship problem, it is not that it is very much substandard. From a engineering college degree level problem, it should be decomposed. A complex problem should be, one complex problem should be divided into multiple simple problems. So an engineering college degree level problem is divided into multiple high school scholarship level problems. So what is role of the teacher? I ask you something and then I create multiple sub questions which you should be able to solve, and when you are able to solve that, the main problem is solved. So that is the way with which we are proceeding. So this is equation 1. Then what is the equation? What is the next equation which we can have? Relationship between V and I. For resistor it is direct, for inductor it is differential. In fact, actually, I have to stop somewhere, otherwise we can have around 1 or 1.5 months discussed only on RLC circuits. Because that is the crux of this subject. So V into equal to VRT plus VOT. The next is what is VRT is equal to IT. Why? Because resistance is 1. And see, the way in which I am putting forward, deliberately I am choosing values of components as unity, so that the equations, mathematical equations become compact, and it's not that if we put them R and L, they become bigger, we can easily solve them, but I am trying to keep it as simple as possible at the initial stage. So VR equal to IT. And what about VOT? VOT and IT relationship is VOT is equal to L is 1 DIT by dt. VOT is DIT by dt. So what we want a differential equation between, means in the final equation what we should have, V in the final equation which we want to construct, whenever we are using components of either inductor or capacitor in the circuit along with or without resistor, whenever either L or C is there, differential things will come into picture. So ultimately what we want, the final equation must be in terms of V in T and VOT and their differential and constants. V in T and VOT should be there in the equation. Everything other than V in T and VOT should not be there. So IT we are taking help, but IT should not be the final part of the equation. Is the idea clear? So IT should not be final part of the equation. The problem is very simple. A simple resistance of 1 ohm and inductor of 1 Henry are connected like this. Input is applied here, output is taken from here. And we are using Kirchhoff's laws and all these things we are doing. So how do we proceed further? Now, so there is no point in replacing VOT here, right? That is not required because V means this is the equation, right? So what is our goal? Goal is to see, let's try to understand that I am explaining it too simple way. Our goal is to have an equation between these terms, V in T and VOT. So this equation having V in T equal to this plus this. So this is we don't want. This we don't want, right? This we don't want. This we want. So this equation right now is of not much use to us right now. So right now what I can write this equation using VRT. VIT is equal to IT plus VOT. Equation 2. There is no need of numbers right now. Even the numbering is not so important. Is it clear? We want to develop equation between V in T and VOT and their differential terms. So this was the first equation using Kirchhoff's laws. Now this equation. So this we did not want. So we replaced, means now it's a example, I mean not a good example, but somehow I want to consider this equation. This equation contains this. This is something OR man. I don't want that. So I kick them out first. It's not a good strategy. Ultimately, I want equation between V in and VU, V in T, VOT and the differentials. So in the given equation, this is something which I don't want. So what I do, I first kick that fellow out. And so is it it something I want? Then I will see later. This I did not want, so I take it. Again, this is something again unwanted. Then what can be done? Now I am stuck. So IT is something which is unwanted. So for VRT, I replace with IT. So again for IT, then we will say no, now take IT out. What is IT? IT is VRT. So that is now unending. So if you replace VRT by IT, that also you don't want. Again you replace IT by VRT, so you will not be ending up. Then you try to use this equation. But if you put it here, dIT by dt plus IT is equal to VOT. But that we don't want. We want VOT to remain. Then what we can do is differentiate this equation entirely. Now that should be intuition. This I am telling as I know. It is not so quick to find out, but once I tell you technique, when you are stuck up in a differential, just a hint, when you are just stuck up, suppose that now you are studying and you get fed up, then what do? You go for a tea. You are fed up and stuck up with something, you go for a tea, and after some time there may be a solution. So just like when you are stuck up in this differential equation world, one thing which you should trial and error, differentiate on both sides. So dVIT by dt is equal to dIT by dt plus dVOT by dt. Now what is the equation in this? This is allowed because final equation I want this and this or their differences. So this term is okay. This term is okay. This term is okay. And this term I don't want. But luckily my job is simple. This term is this. So the answer is, the final answer is, replace dIT by dt by VOT. So dVIT upon dt is equal to VOT plus dVOT by dt. This is the answer. Only thing is that while writing this format of writing differential equation, output we want to find. So output we want to find, that output is so that we write on left hand side, a convention, not restriction or condition. So, and while writing, write higher orders of differential first. dVOT by dt plus VOT is equal to dVOT by dt. This is differential equation. This is the answer. Right? So this is okay. So what we will see, this differential equation terminology is too huge. We will go slowly build up the things, and something we will go sequentially, something I will bombard randomly, so that what you should do when I ask a question in the lecture and tell you to pause, you pause, try to think over, right? So we just make use of R, L and C components and voltage sources. We make use of R, L and C components and voltage sources and try to construct differential equations. Sometimes I say that what would be the answer, what would be output if input is given. What would be output if input is given? That is the solution I am asking, and I am saying that what exactly will be there we will discuss later. What possibility is there, that at least you should be able to find out. So we proceed with that further. That is again quite interesting. Let us see. See that there are some kind of various diagnostic tests that with the hammer you should have a punch on elbow. What kind of reactions it gives. So like that, instead of telling you very simple things, some introduction of simple thing must be given, and then you should be bombarded with the questions, so that you should also feel, yes, even though everything today is known, still when you are asked, what is a challenging problem? Suppose that now, if I ask some problems related to the universe, say, what will be the movement of Saturn? Calculate that. Right? What will be the movement of Jupiter? Construct an equation for the movement of Jupiter in the solar orbit. Are you getting me? It's a question. It's a challenging problem. Even though everything is known, that's not so simple. But the required background things which you must know to solve the problem are also unknown. So, if one wants to test the students' abilities, then what is a real challenging problem? A real challenging problem is that problem which is not impossible to be solved based on background information, but not very easy to solve also. Not easy to solve also. So, that challenging problem, that problem is called as a real challenging problem, where everything related to that domain is known by the student. So I am asking such problem. A very simple circuit. Again we revert to RC. VO. Again I am so much lenient, liberal, that I am using simple values. This we have solved already. Then you say, oh sir, we are finding that we are attending the same lecture. No, everything same, but something different. What I will do? It's a very interesting problem which you must not have come across. The question is, derive the expression for VOT for the given circuit. Derive the equation for VOT for the given circuit. Find VOT. No input, what you are asking, sir? That is the challenge. Again, it's not a casual problem, not a problem which it does not have answer also. Neither a straightforward problem nor an impossible problem. It is a difficult problem. Means, even though everything is known, finding answer is not so easy. What is VOT? Now, you go just like you know the principle of first principle ab initio, first principle of derivative. What is that? Dy by dx is equal to, or f dash x is equal to f of x plus h minus fx upon h at h limit h tends to 0. So right from that you can solve. So always in any electric circuit apply Kirchhoff's laws. Apply Kirchhoff's laws. Have this loop. In this loop, current is IT. Current is IT. It is whatever it is same because it is series circuit. This voltage is 0. So in this you can say that V t is there, which is 0. So it is just like same circuit. Same circuit, VNT is 0. So you can write those who want to continue on their own should put a pause and proceed. Others can watch. So 0 is equal to VRT plus VOT. 0 is equal to VRT plus VOT. Right? So we can write again. VOT is plus VRT, just I am writing in this way, is equal to 0. VOT plus, because VOT I am on the left hand side, I want to find that. VOT plus VRT equal to 0. But what is VRT? Voltage across resistor. Resistor is 1, so VRT is IT as governed by the resistor. And for capacitor, same IT flows. So for capacitor, IT is equal to C is 1 dVOT by dt. So VRT is dVOT by dt, that's all. So you write that VOT plus dVOT by dt is equal to 0, or in standard form, the answer is, this is very important again. Same problem, same setup, different value. dVOT upon dt plus VOT is equal to 0. dVOT upon dt plus VOT is equal to 0. So what will be the solution to this differential equation? What would be the solution to this differential equation? It's very interesting. Try to understand the rate at which the voltage is changing plus the actual voltage is 0. Rate at which voltage is changing plus the actual voltage is 0. So what would be the solution? What would be the solution? As I told, it is same problem. So the solution is of the type VOT is equal to A plus B e raised to lambda t. In fact, actually many things are there. I will bombard on this differential equation and its solutions to such an extent that there is no scope for you not to understand. There is no scope for you not to understand. Bombarding will be there to such an extent. So you can VOT is equal to A plus B e raised to lambda t. Now, last time also we have solved it. Now also we can solve it, but we will not be now. This is the solution. One of, or this is with various values of A and B. VOT is equal to A plus B e raised to lambda is the solution. Now, this is a differential equation. Multiple solution means it tells that, listen very carefully, this is very important. So can I find VOT in general? No. To be very precise, when a differential equation is given to you, its exact solution you can't find at all unless you know, means value of the output voltage for this circuit at a given instant cannot be absolutely found out. Listen very carefully. This is, the question asked is so simple. This I remove now. 1 ohm resistance, 1 farad capacitance connected as shown, and what is asked, what will be the output of this circuit as a function of time? Is it clear? Is a question. Suppose if the question asked was, I just change the circuit. All of you would have instantly answered that the answer is 0 all time. Unique answer. Nothing here, no current, 0 voltage. For such circuits where either a capacitor or inductor comes, the output voltage as a function of time cannot be determined on your own because description of the problem is incomplete. The description of the problem gets completed when, or I change the previous statement, value of output voltage cannot be absolutely determined, but I just change that and state value of output voltage can be relatively determined. Means what? I will be able, listen very carefully, a circuit which consists of either capacitor or inductor, value of the voltage across any two points in the circuit can be told if I know value of the same voltage at any time instant before. So relative to that means you might be, I don't know whether such advertisement of such classes are there at your places. We guarantee means when 9th to 10th SSC board is there. So 9th in the school students got some marks. So few classes advertise that we guarantee 10% rise of marks. For a particular student, we can't say that he will get 90%. If he is having 50%, now he will get 60%. So 10% rise. So those coaching classes, what do they guarantee? They don't guarantee absolute marks. They guarantee a a guaranteed rise of 10% of previous marks. So differential equation does that. What differential equation imposes a restriction that if at given instant some value is there, that determines value of the that parameter throughout x. So that value, initial value must be known, and we say at t equal to 0 is we begin. Absolute zero temperature is difficult, like that it's unachievable. It is claimed that like that absolute zero of time is also impossible. हे विश्व अनादिकालापासून आहे. Now t equal to 0 is when we start measuring. So when I say VOT is of this type, what at t equal to 0, this at t equal to 0, this becomes 1. So a plus b is initial value, and then you can compute. And if initial value is known, in that case you can get a very easy answer, and I give it to you as a homework that if find VOT if VO0 is 1 volt, 2 volt, 0. If VO0 is 0, then VOT is 0. Because if VOT is 0, dVOT by dt is 0, VOT is 0 plus 0 is 0. If VOT is 1 volt, VO0 is 1 volt, then the answer is VOT is equal. Now, what I am telling, I am giving answers, I am asking you to find them out. I am giving you direct solution. If find VOT, if VO0 is 1 volt, in that case VOT is equal to e raised to minus t, from 0 onwards. So don't go below 0, prior to 0, otherwise it will be increasing. So right now, after VOT is equal to e raised to minus t. So what is dVOT by dt? Minus e raised to minus t plus e raised to minus t, and that is equal to 0. So that is verified. So this is the correct answer. If VO0 is 1 volt, VOT is equal to e raised to minus t. So like that you can think of various ways. Now what I will do, I will now give you a big punch, a very interesting question. Very interesting question I will try. So, in learning, as I say, that everything should not be immediately understood. When I say that I teach in simple manner, if everything is very simple and you are going to understand it very easily, your ability to find is hampered. Your ability to find is hampered. So as to ensure that your ability to find is not hampered, I would like to give you a very tough, challenging problem. I would like to give you a very tough, challenging problem. The tough, challenging problem is very interesting one. Very, very interesting one. So this is a jump. And again, same thing, 1 Henry, 1 Farad. So that answer should not be complicated. What will be the output? Or when a differential equation is solved, rather than question what will be the output, the question should be in different words with just changing one word in my previous statement. The statement is what will be the output. Instead of that, the question should be, those who want to answer, those who want to create the question should pause, create the question and then watch my question. Instead of asking what will be the output, whenever I have a differential equation, the question should have been what can be the output. So that is possibilities. So here now everything is very clear. Just it's so interesting. It's so interesting. VOT is what? VOT is what? Means what VOT? Obviously VOT equal to 0 is always a solution in many differential equations. VOT equal to 0 is always a solution in many differential equations. Like that, VOT 0 is a solution. It is called a trivial solution. It is called a trivial solution. So, other than VOT equal to 0, what means? As I said that differential equation solution is possibility. So, VOT equal to 0 is always a possibility in such 0. You can check that. So, finding solution means finding a non-trivial solution other than 0. What will be the solution other than 0? So, this is very just only two components I have used, inductor and capacitor. These are the components which do have a differential relationship between voltage and current in complementary way. For inductor, voltage is proportional to derivative of current, and for capacitor, current is proportional to derivative of voltage. And I just connected them together. What will happen? Is a very interesting question. So we proceed. Again, very simple. This VT is 0. So 0 is equal to VLT plus VCT, and IT same. 0 is equal to VLT plus VCT, but VCT is VOT, so I write VOT. So 0 is equal to VLT plus VOT. So what I don't want? Before finding VOT, I must be able to construct the differential equation, right? So I hope that it is now, when I say high school level problem, I am trying to decompose it into simply doable thing. High school level thing is it is simply doable thing for persons of your capacity. It is simply doable for persons of your capacity. That's what I mean by high school level things. I hope it is quite clear now. So how do we proceed further? What is V? What is relation between I and V? For capacitor, IT is C is 1, so d VOT by dt. And for inductor, VLT is equal to L is 1 dit by dt. So this is the equation which we are working with. We don't want V. What we want? We want only VOT, because VOT is not there. So only equation in terms of VOT should be there. So VOT and its higher derivatives. So this I don't want. So I write 0 is equal to dit by dt plus VOT. But do I want IT? That also I don't want. So what is IT? I replace value of IT using this. So I am jumping to the answer now. 0 is equal to 0 is equal to d2 square Vot upon dt plus Vot. Right? So the final answer, the final differential equation which I get, the double derivative of output voltage plus output voltage is equal to 0. Double derivative of output voltage plus output voltage is 0. Now, this is a very interesting problem. When we discussed for the first time, I gave you a plus b lambda t, a plus b e raised to lambda t, that I given. Then last time, when input was given as cos t, I gave you some alternative solution, that a cos t plus b sin t. Now here there is no input, so listen very carefully. This thing you have gone in subject of physics in different contexts. In mechanics you have gone through this. You will come to know. So for this circuit, what would be VOT? The differential equation dictates how VOT should be. I am explaining in Hindi so that those who are non-Marathi should also understand. आउटपुट वोल्टेज कैसा होना चाहिए? आउटपुट वोल्टेज के डेरिवेटिव का डेरिवेटिव प्लस आउटपुट वोल्टेज 0 होना चाहिए. मतलब आउटपुट वोल्टेज का डबल डेरिवेटिव, इफ आई पुट दिस व्यू टू द अदर साइड, आउटपुट वोल्टेज का डबल डेरिवेटिव नेगेटिव आउटपुट वोल्टेज इतना होना चाहिए एवरी टाइम, हर वक्त. डबल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज शुड बी इक्वल टू नेगेटिव ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज एवरी टाइम. सो व्हाट इज सच function whose double derivative is negative of that function? That you must have studied in pendulum, or pendulum is somewhat complex. Simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. So I give you a hint, and instead of finding the answer, let us say, if I say VOT is cos t, if say, is it okay? If VOT is cos t, what is dVOT by dt? Minus sin t. And what is d2 VOT by dt? Minus cos t. So d2 VOT by dt and VOT negative obviously. So d2 VOT by dt plus VOT, a minus cos t plus cos t, 0. Yes, it is the answer. Cos t. Now can cos VOT is equal to, can cos 2t be the solution? Can cos 2t be the solution? So what is derivative of cos 2t? d2 VOT by dt is minus sin 2t into 2. First derivative. Now double derivative simple derivative d2 vut by dt square is minus derivative of minus 2 remains outside, sin 2t, it's cos 2t 2, so it is minus 4 cos 2t. So minus 4 cos 2t plus cos 2t is not the same. So only cos t is the solution. And you will say, sir, I will give you different solution. VOT is sin t. Sin t or cos t is same, only phase difference. What is dVOT by dt? Cos t. What is d2 VOT by dt square? Minus sin t. Yes, this plus this is 0. Okay. Then you say, no, sir, I will want some change. I will claim that, can it be 2 cos t? VOT is 2 cos t. Then dVOT by dt is minus 2 sin t. d2 square by d2 d square VOT by dt. I just forgot. d2 square VOT by dt square is minus 2 cos t. Yes, minus 2 cos t plus 2 cos t 0. So what is solution? In general, yes, cos t okay, sin t okay, 2 cos t okay. Then can cos t plus sin t be the solution? Yes, first derivative is minus sin t plus cos t. Second derivative is minus cos t minus sin t. Okay, so in general, anything a cos t plus b sin t for any values of a and b is the solution. This is just like a pendulum. If in vacuum, listen very carefully, if in vacuum a pendulum is oscillating, then it will oscillate in the given range. Wherever you take it and you leave it, it will go to that level, come back, and always sustain oscillations. If instead of starting from that big, if you leave the pendulum from here